We are now live. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone been?
And
I am doing fantastic considering my team just lost.
How's your team doing, Jeff?
They're worse than we are.
Okay.
if we're talking my fantasy team, one is doing amazing and the other is doing spectacularly garbage.
Just like the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, exactly.
Are they doing better than Titans?
No.
I don't know what is. I don't know if Titans is good or not.
Oh, we're gonna. I have the same opinion, and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
We'll see what happens over there. But first, let's go through some of the news items.
Which I can't see, so have fun.
All right, so I guess it's no longer DCEU because the article only said the DCU's Gotham City Sirens. We'll start filming with Margot Robbie reportedly back in development with her having creative control thanks to James Gunn.
Yeah, I did see that.
It's not that
Which,
surprising.
yeah, I'm not surprised by that at all.
I'm happy they're doing Gotham City Sirens. They really need to do Sirens and not Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Or just have Birds of Prey without Harley.
I mean, yeah, she's been a Birds of Prey for a long time though, so
I don't think she's ever been in the Birds of Prey.
I thought she was. I thought she was in the animated series. It was her, Batgirl, and Catwoman.
Not that I know of. Birds
I
of
don't
Prey
remember.
usually Black Canary, Huntress, and Batgirl.
That's what it was. You're right. Listen, they're going to throw their star power when they can because Lord knows they need help.
I think she's gonna throw the star power in the Gotham City Sirens with Catwoman and Poison Ivy.
Yeah, but now she can be part of both, and then we can have the Avengers of whatever you would call it.
And the random Cassandra Cain orphan.
The Sirens of Prey.
Ah, yes, the sirens of prey. Sirens assemble.
We're also getting The Last of Us. We're premiering January 15th.
I've got so many questionable feelings about that one.
It's Pedro Pascal, right?
Yeah, that's what gives me faith.
I'm gonna watch
Pascal,
it.
and I think the creator of the games is working closely with the project.
Yes, and they have said that they're planning to follow the source material, which, is not a common thing these days, but it doesn't mean that I have faith in it whatsoever.
I've never played Last of Us.
I've never played The Last of Us.
I'm watching
either,
it strictly off of Pedro Pascal.
I have not finished the part 2 because of trauma. I had something happen while I was playing it, and I just haven't picked it back up yet. But I would say that they're probably going to follow part 1 very, very closely for the first couple seasons.
The Last of Us is like a zombie game, right?
Yeah, so Haxley, you would probably appreciate the lore of The Last of Us. So The Last of Us is a zombie game, but unlike most zombie mutagens where it's just like some science experiment gone wrong, it's actually evolution of the same mushrooms that zombify ants and spiders. And have zombified deer as well, and they can start zombifying humans, and the humans have like mushroomy appearances.
They're getting like stalks and everything growing out of them. They're becoming all like Swamp Thing, Man Thing kind of.
Yeah, and they can they can exude spores, and it's pretty cool. I think you would like the game, and I think your viewers might like watching you play it, considering how jumpy you can be with horror games.
I don't know about this now, guys.
But,
Okay. We'll see if that's something we'll end up talking about. We'll see how the hype goes.
Yeah. The hype will probably be real high or real. It's gonna go really well or really poorly. So I think we should watch it anyways.
Well, at last, some things have to come to an end. Stargirl has been canceled, with the final episode coming out December 7th.
I thought it was already canceled.
No, the new season started fairly recently. I haven't been watching it because I don't want to watch the CW. I don't want to use the CW.TV website because it still gives me commercials. So I was just going to wait for the season to end, and hopefully they just put it on HBO Max.
They probably won't. But they might.
I mean, that's what they did with like Superman and Lois. Like they wait till like the season ends, and then like the week after, all of it goes on. And that's how they did it with Netflix's The Flash and Arrow. Like they wait till the season ends 1 week and then put it all on.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought season 2 was so bad that I'm surprised it lasted this long.
I haven't seen a lick of Stargirl.
Season 1 is fun. Season 2 becomes Riverdale, but Stargirl.
So it becomes CW. But I actually am curious about Riverdale.
I would hold your breath.
I've never seen Riverdale, so I cannot say yes or no. If anything, I'm gonna say Sabrina the Teenage Witch Netflix because I've seen that. It's, I guess, kind of similar.
I've seen the first season of Riverdale, but I've heard about everything happening in the last season or this current season of Riverdale, and I was just like, how?
So all the cringe. Yeah, that's fair. That I am curious about. But so Riverdale is like all of the cringy parts of Sabrina the Teenage Witch Netflix version, but like tenfold, and not as entertaining, in my opinion. So,
I mean, we're just gonna go with you because me and Jeff said we haven't seen Riverdale, so we don't know anything about this.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna get some hate for that, but it's fine.
I know they had a crossover with Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Well, they're in the same universe.
They are in the same universe. Yeah.
So
I think I watched Sabrina, and they mentioned Riverdale being the town over.
Yeah.
Like what? What do you mean it's a town over? You're on Netflix. So Riverdale's on CW.
Yeah, same universe. Like I think even in the comics, technically, it's the same universe, which is weird.
Very weird because I know there was a period of time that Betty and Veronica had a comic where they were hanging out with Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn.
Yeah, DC does things that are questionable along all mediums.
It's just comic books in general.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because
that's true,
I think Boku no Hero had like a crossover with the Avengers.
Yeah, but that was not canon.
I mean, we can say the same thing about Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy with Betty and Veronica. There's nothing really linking it to canon.
That's true. I just wanted to take the opportunity to shit on DC until they prove otherwise that they are capable of handling anything.
It's fair.
I mean, to be fair, the Looney Tune crossover stuff they did, some of them won awards because they were like really good stories.
Yeah, like 20 years ago.
That's like maybe maybe 6 or 7 years ago. I think those crossovers happened.
I mean, but still, like their biggest like good things happened almost 20 years ago at this point.
Black Adam was fun.
I haven't seen it yet.
That's fair.
But also, it's getting review bombed.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't go in there with like some high expectations. It's not like that kind of movie.
Exactly. Like it's fun, but it's not good. What's the last good movie that DC has put out?
The Batman.
Yeah, the Batman.
Yeah. Shazam. Before
Shazam.
But they have
I enjoyed the Suicide Squad.
They have so many spectacular misses. Is the problem?
The Suicide Squad. Well, I like.
I
if
mean,
we
we
think
say the
about
same thing about Marvel. It's a lot.
If we think about it, DC is kind of not heavily plus, but they're kind of plus in terms of decent movies to bad movies. When you think about it,
In the last decade?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, you could say that's bad. It's bad.
Man of Steel.
I like Man of Steel.
Man of Steel is garbage.
I don't think it's garbage. I think it could be better, but I don't think
You
it's
literally
bad.
had a character break his entire character by killing a person
You're correct.
who also should not have been able to be killed that way.
You're
I
correct.
wouldn't say you couldn't kill him that way.
You think that that Superman's neck could be snapped by another Superman?
Yeah. It's just
Well, I mean, the whole idea is that Superman is stronger because he's been on Earth longer. So.
Right, but like the only weaknesses he has under that kind of sun is kryptonite and magic.
but I think it's just
But
'cause
I
he's
think
super
he- I
strong.
think
If he
he's-
fought someone else just as strong as him, I think like someone just as strong as him could snap his neck.
I think it hasn't been. Yeah, I don't think it's that. I think you could snap his neck if
I
you're
don't-
like
I don't-
as strong as he is.
He's not like
I don't think
invulnerable
that's
or
the case.
immortal. I think you could snap it if you are just as strong as him. It's
He's
just he's
just-
really strong.
Yeah, he's not invulnerable. He's just extremely heavily durable.
I don't know, man.
I see
It's
no
just-
reason why someone couldn't if they're just as strong.
But,
It's
you know,
still a
so-
character break.
I'll agree with you and put Man of Steel on the low end. But what else do you got? You know, like so you.
But
have
that's the thing.
leading-
If you're saying what else do you got for that being on the low end of like good stuff, that's not good, man.
That's two movies.
Oh, you're saying what else has been?
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
was talking
the
about like
fir-
what
yeah.
other movies you could bad. Like
The-
we're gonna go
the
with like the
first
first
Suicide
Suicide
Squad?
Squad.
Yeah, the first Suicide Squad. So that's 3.
Wonder Woman 2 was pretty bad.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed.
I'll
Wonder
let you
Woman
have
too.
that.
I feel like
I enjoyed it, but it was a bad movie.
I don't think it was bad. I just don't think it's what a lot of people needed. But it was just it was comical. That's all it was.
yeah, like,
I
I thought it was a
makes
good movie.
bad.
It wasn't as great as the first one, but like it wasn't a bad movie. It's not like
You know, there
Batman
was
versus
certain-
Superman or the first Suicide Squad or anything.
Yeah, like the first Suicide Squad was horrible. That's
That's true. But like, but what has Marvel put out that has been as horrible as the first Suicide Squad or Batman vs Superman?
as horrible.
Yeah.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
I think Thor: Love and Thunder was fun. I think it falls on terrible tropes and is not a good movie, but I think it's fun.
Eternals.
That's the only one though.
I would say that's
Really?
the only one.
Well,
Black Widow's also
A
kinda
lot of
pretty
people
bad.
would say Thor: Dark World as well.
Thor: Dark World's over a decade.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean,
If we're
Man of
talking
Steel is
last
also
decade-
over a decade. It was like 2010, 2011, right?
No, I was working in theater and I haven't been in theater for a decade yet.
But yeah, so we got. I want to put Wonder Woman 2 under decent because I think people just judge that movie too harshly.
That's fair. Aquaman is complete low mid.
I think
I would
it's
say it's
mid-mid.
average. It's like
It's average.
it's not bad. It's not great. It's cheesy. It's just like it's a good movie. It's a decent movie.
It's like it's a solid movie.
Average movie. It's what you expect to see.
I wouldn't I would watch Aquaman now and not be like discontent.
But like,
Like I
even
thought
when DC
cinematography
has,
was great. It was just the dialogue, honestly, some of the lines, really. But that's
Like,
it.
let's think
Yeah,
of like
that's the movie.
so we got those movies. The Whedon cut of Justice League I'll put in there.
oh, I forgot Justice League happened. That's how bad it is.
Just the Whedon cut. I think the Snyder cut was fine.
Snyder Cut is
I like
only
that.
it's better, but I still wouldn't say it's good.
I wouldn't say it's bad.
Yeah, I would say it's confused.
And then you have what? Joker is a DC property. Shazam, the
Wonder
Yeah.
Woman, the
the
Suicide Squad.
Wonder Woman 1.
I know Joker is DC, but it feels so not like a DC movie or like any comic book movie. It's to me the only reason why it's DC is because they threw the name Joker on it. There's nothing like about the character that is like true to form,
Really?
in my opinion. Yeah, I think if they had just called the movie The Comedian, it would be the same kind of movie. The only reason why it gets listed into a superhero movie or a comic book movie is because it has the name the Joker.
I do disagree with that. I do see the Joker elements on him. It just seems like a very toned down Joker, but as fair since they decided to take the risk of doing an origin story. But I do see the Joker elements in it.
Yeah. I also dislike the giving the Joker an identity name that we know. That has always.
Yeah.
I think a big part of the Joker is not knowing who he is.
Yeah, and I would agree with that.
Yeah.
But you know, like I said, Wonder Woman 1 is good. Shazam is good. I think Black Adam is mid. It's high mid to good. High mid to good. To low good.
Yeah. I mean, I have low expectations of the movie to begin with because I never liked Black Adam as like the anti-hero. I prefer him as a villain. And I think the story would be more interesting with him as a villain versus as an anti-hero.
I would agree. So, like, from what I deduced, DC is very mid to high end so far in movies.
Or
I think
complete garbage.
DC gets a lot of flack because Suicide Squad and BVS were so garbage.
Well, they get a lot of flack because when they miss so hard. Like, even Marvel, except for Thor Dark World, you could say that the movies are at least fun. They might not be good movies, but they're at least fun. And there's a ton of DC movies that come out that are like, this is good, or this is bad.
I don't think it's a ton.
That's my thing.
I don't think it's a ton. I think in terms
I
of
think
like
it is
bad.
I think it is a ton because it's been their track record since even the Michael Keaton days. Like, Michael Keaton Batman, great, but then George Clooney Batman, absolutely god awful.
Well, yeah, the George Clooney Batman is awful. But the Michael Keaton, yeah, like you said, Michael Keaton Batman is great.
But like that is how DC is. They either hit or they fucking swing for the fences missing. And it's the worst strikeout you might have ever seen.
I don't know. I have to think on that.
Because another good example is Green Lantern.
Green Lantern is. Well, I haven't watched this, so I'll hold my opinion on Green Lantern.
I also haven't watched Green Lantern.
But from what I have discussed with people, they have explained it as not necessarily a bad movie. It's just unfortunate they had to rely so heavily on CGI.
Yeah, there's a bit of that. There's a bit of also some like really bad pacing and some really bad script writing. I think if it came out today and they were able to clean up the script and the pacing a bit, it would be a phenomenal movie. But they relied heavily on CGI before they could really do that. And also, you know how sometimes Ryan Reynolds is a bit to his detriment?
Ryan Reynolds is Ryan Reynolds.
Yes, but like occasionally that is a bit to the detriment in terms of like telling a serious story.
Mm-hmm.
You get a lot of that in Green Lantern.
Which makes sense.
You get a lot of Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds, and then all of a sudden it's a serious moment, and it feels forced. I've also rewatched it recently because I thought it would be a good idea to see how bad it truly is after years of feeling like it was bad, and it was better than I remembered. But part of that was like the bias of how bad it was.
Yeah. And I would argue most comic book movies in that time period were bad. So
yeah.
Minus like maybe like the first
two X-Men,
yeah.
Spider-Man 1 and 2,
Yeah.
The Batman Begins trilogy was good for the most part. I have some problems with it, but that's nitpicky. Well, also, my biggest problem with the Dark Knight trilogy is method acting, but that's a different story.
That's fair.
You shouldn't have to method act to act as a character. And if your method acting is detrimental to your health, then you are not a good actor, and we should stop praising that.
We're looking at you.
Jared Leto.
Yeah, that's why I was slipping my mind. Yeah,
the current one that it has been doing it. Yeah.
Morbius.
Not just Morbius, but Suicide Squad, Justice League.
Was he in Suicide Squad? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot he was
not the good one, the bad one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Well, moving on. Andor season 2 begins filming November 22nd. It's very fast.
Makes sense, though.
I was curious because I thought the guy who played Andor said he didn't want to do it anymore.
You say that until those big Disney checks cash in.
That's fair.
For all I know, he could die, and he might not be doing it again.
No, it's literally named after him.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, Cassian Andor.
I thought Andor was like an island or something, or a planet.
No, it's his last name.
All right, we're getting a Grogu short film November 12th.
Also, Huxley, we know when he dies.
Well, I don't know who this dude is. He could die for all I know.
He does.
Okay.
In a movie.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Stuck on a planet as it explodes. He was in all the wrong places.
I'm sorry.
Well, moving on. I'm gonna butcher this name right now, guys. Yahya Abdul Mateen II is in talks to star as Wonder Man in Marvel's Wonder Man series on Disney Plus.
I remember having a discussion with my friend, and I remember him saying that this actor in particular was like shitting on comic book movies. And it's just funny to me because he's now potentially going to be in 2 comic book IPs. It's both universes. But
listen, when those checks clear.
Yeah, when they're like the only jobs in town nowadays.
But also, like, I don't mind actors who dislike comic book movies coming in to work on comic book movies because we're now pushing towards comic book movies not being as they used to be and now being movies that are just based on comics.
Are we?
Yeah, I would say that, like
I would say the Batman was very more not like a superhero movie, but maybe still a little bit detective. Could use more detective work, honestly. Suicide Squad was not like really a big superhero movie till the Starro fight.
I mean, I would say
just like any other war thing, like Expendables or something like that.
Logan was more of like a post-apocalyptic movie. Like we are trending away from them. I would even say like She-Hulk was a sitcom. It wasn't a superhero TV show, it was a sitcom. Like we are starting to push away from it.
Yeah. I had to think on that.
Yeah. It's more like we're starting to see superheroes starting to become a like not necessarily secondary, but like if you could have 2 primary definitions of a genre.
I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, and that's how it's been in the books forever. I don't know why it's so hard to relay that into film. I feel like it should be easy.
Because Hollywood is dumb.
Why?
They like thinking audiences are dumb, and they want to make it as simple as possible for people.
Diana, say hi.
Hello.
This is my old roommate's dog. We're dog sitting right now.
Okay. So the Russo says they won't be ready to do anything with Marvel until the end of the decade.
Well, that makes sense because they probably already have all the directors for all these movies.
That is also true. But they have confirmed they're gonna do a live action Hercules movie, which will be a modern day musical inspired by TikTok.
I don't even know what that means.
I really don't know what that means. Like when I saw that article, I was like, "What?" So are they gonna do like just like or whatever. You know that how TikTok all the dances are just their
dance
hands.
moves
It's just their
with like
hands.
captions on the screen.
It's gonna be like the beat drops and then a new character comes in, but it's the same actor.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
Are we not even gonna get them in like in ancient Greeks? Like, are they just gonna be hanging out in the city? I guess.
I
All the
don't
music,
know.
all the music bits are just going to be like 20-second pieces.
They don't use a Family Guy Meg joke. They're missing out.
Like, I really have no idea what this means. Like, one person was like, "There's this one TikToker who's been like doing a new thing with the Odyssey as a musical. Is it like that?" I was like, "I don't know. I've never seen this TikToker you're talking about."
Yeah, I am intrigued. You have my attention. I will wait for the trailer.
I am not
oh my
intrigued.
God.
Hercules might be one of my favorite Disney movies from my childhood. Like
Oh,
this
it's
and Lilo
up
and
there.
Stitch were like my favorites to watch. And I don't know. I don't
Well,
know if I'm
Disney-
about this.
Lilo and Stitch is a musical, so
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say Disney musical.
Oh.
I said Disney movies.
okay. I was gonna say, like I would be. I guess the word isn't okay, but like, I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily like invested and want to see this. I am just intrigued by what they mean, so that's why I'm waiting for the trailer.
Well, moving on. The next Spider-Verse movie is reportedly going to include the MCU Peter Parker and the Insomniac Spider-Man.
So it's probably going to be Peter from the TV show that's going to come out. That's going to voice him,
Okay.
or it's going to be the one from What If, because it's both are not Tom Holland.
Neither are Tom Holland.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same person, but
Yeah, because he's like, is he? What was he? What did he say? He was like retire or breaking a break.
Tom Holland
Taking a break.
he's taking a break.
Okay.
But he has also apparently been signed on to do Spider-Man 4, supposedly.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I think
Like
he
you
said he
said,
wanted.
those
I think
checks.
yeah. I think he said he wanted to take a break, but then was just like offered money.
Oh, fine. I'll do
what the hell
this.
is that?
Give Holland a break.
Well, moving on. A new report seemingly confirms that actor Henry Cavill considered leaving Netflix's Witcher a year ago due to not seeing eye to eye with the producers with the direction of the show. And
I am so surprised. Didn't we call that?
Yeah.
Didn't I
mean-
say something like he's a giant nerd, so he's probably leaving because they're not following the books?
Yeah, we talked about that being an issue or the scheduling conflicts. I think it's just a compound thing where both the things are happening. It's like, you know what? I already had this problem. Now I have this project I could be doing. I'm gonna go vote to that one. Like, I think it's just both things
Yeah.
happening at the same time. I'm gonna go do this.
I'm still waiting on him to do a Warhammer movie.
I don't know. People want him in the House of the Dragons. People are still rooting.
He's already denied that he's in it.
Okay.
So
Well, moving on with other Netflix news, Sandman has been renewed for season 2 finally.
that was the most shocking news of all time.
Is it shocking? You never
No.
know what Netflix is gonna do. There's a lot of times where they don't do what you expect them to do.
That's true, but like if they had not done that, they would have fucked up harder than anything. Especially because like they don't have Stranger Things anymore. They now need to fill that hole.
I thought they had Stranger Things for one more season.
They have one more season of Stranger Things.
Right, but like
Like that's one more season.
yeah,
I don't think Sandman is going to be a long lasting series. I don't think it's going to be more than like 2 seasons at most.
I don't think so either. But
But they need stuff. They need stuff.
I mean, they're gonna do The Witcher with Liam.
I mean, I guess they have One
Hemsworth.
Piece. One
I
Piece.
don't know if I
One
post
Piece is
that
gonna last them a
article.
long time.
I don't know if I posted that article in the chat, but apparently he was like the front runner to play Geralt when they first pitched the show before Henry Cavill took the business.
What?
Yeah,
Were they drunk?
I don't know.
Also, like one of my favorite things I saw was on a Reddit post about it was somebody said Liam Hemsworth is a better actor than Henry Cavill anyways, and somebody was like, "You mean the other Hemsworth is a better actor than Henry Cavill? Are you drunk?"
That is a wild thing to say. I'll never sit here and tell you that Henry Cavill is a bad actor.
But also that the other Hemsworth is a good actor.
Well, moving on, leaving Netflix aside, the team behind Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, are developing a horror Peter Pan titled Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare.
30 years, all of our childhood memories are just going to be replaced with fucking horror stories.
That's fantastic. I love it. I still have not seen Winnie the Pooh at Blood and Honey, but I want to.
I don't think it's out yet. I think it's sometime December, right?
I thought it was supposed to come out this fall.
Let me check. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. When are you releasing?
While he does that, Jeff, my shirt today is a Washington Commandalorian shirt.
Commandalorian? I'm weak.
Leaning hard into the pun game.
Hey, always stay on brand.
Its release date is December 31st. What? Am I looking at the right thing?
2023?
2023?
Is that what it says?
December 31st, 2023? I thought it was coming out this year.
I don't
I thought
know.
it was also coming out this year.
I thought you were looking at it. Hey, so how
But
do
it
you gonna give
says
us a
it says this. We also said that for the Netherlands and not for the U.S.
Wow. We're not even getting it.
If you go to Netherlands, you'll get it.
Who wants to go to the Netherlands?
Netherlands is all right.
It's too cold.
I mean, it is winter and worse winter. Those are the two seasons.
Why would anybody want to go there?
Sometimes we have to work there.
Sometimes you have
Okay,
to
it will
work
hit
there.
cinemas February 15th in the U.S. The Netherlands has to wait till December 31st, 2023.
That is rude as hell. Girls, can you go away?
I forget what it was, but I remember one of our viewers. We watched the movie, but they only got the movie 2 months after we did. I forget what movie we were watching that we talked about. I was like, wait, no, we don't get that for 2 more months. I was like, why the fuck do you not get it for 2 more months?
Was it Spider-Man?
I don't know. Maybe it was Spider-Man.
I don't remember. But that's wild.
I was like, we're always slow on getting movies. I was like, that sucks.
Don't watch the show.
I thought maybe it'll take maybe a week or two, maybe for dubs or something, because I would imagine they'll send the movies in advance to go get dubbing.
Yeah.
But that's all the news we have. Are we ready for Titans or Dragon Prince or Digimon? I guess.
Dragon Prince.
Let's do Titans first.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Yeah,
You want to
Dragon
save the
Prince
best
is
for last?
Dragon Prince is going to be a longer conversation, I feel like.
Really? I think Titans might be a longer conversation.
I don't know. Let's just get it out of the way, though, because, is it good?
That's what we're gonna find out.
I feel like. So, have y'all watched Community?
I mean, it's been years, but yeah, I've seen it.
Do you remember the episode where he was like where Abed goes to the film class that is Nicolas Cage? Is he good or bad?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, do not watch more than 3 Nicolas Cage films back to back because you'll lose your mind trying to figure this out. I kind of feel that way about Titans. You can't watch more than 3 episodes back to back without losing your mind and trying to figure out if the show is good or not.
Is that how do you think the Nicolas Cage movie came to mind? Someone just watched 3 Nicolas Cage movies back to back and then started writing a script, and they wrote a script about Nicolas Cage's life?
Probably.
I wonder how Nicolas Cage feels about being Nicolas Cage. I
Dude,
imagine it's great.
he's fine. He has lots of money. Also, he has a crypt in New Orleans. It's a pyramid.
Okay.
Do you want to hear the story behind that? Because I know the story behind it.
What's the story behind it?
So he bought this place in the French Quarter. This beautiful, I think it was $8-10 million home. And that was when his career started to tank. Was immediately after buying this house, and eventually he went to a voodoo woman and was like, "Hey, what's going on? Why can't I have any success?" And she's like, "Well, you bought a haunted house. You bought a cursed house. This house is cursed to every owner that's ever been in it. So first you must sell the house. And then after you sell the house, you must build a pyramid crypt in, I forget what cemetery it is, but it's a Catholic cemetery in New Orleans." And so he did that. And that's when, as soon as he did that, I believe is when National Treasure came out. And he found success again.
The Life of Nicolas Cage is by far the most entertaining little story that I've ever heard.
So
did he build like a moat around his house or somewhere or something?
Yes.
One of my friends told me about that.
But yeah, so he has a pyramid in a cemetery in New Orleans that always has lipstick on it because girls think it's good luck to kiss it. And you have to wear bright red lipstick while you kiss it to receive the good luck. So,
The Life of Nicolas Cage is an interesting one.
Yeah. When is Nicolas Cage going to be in the MCU? Return of the Ghost Rider?
Feige, make it happen. I'm sure he would too.
Oh, yeah. Either put him in the MCU or put him in Titans. So I can question whether or not Titans is good or bad while questioning whether or not Nicolas Cage is good or bad.
That's fair.
All right, so back to Titans.
Yeah, back to Titans.
I didn't
All
realize
right.
we started.
Hola, everyone. It's me, Haxley, here today. I'm joined by Jeff Man and Mightiest Woman. How you doing? We are back. We're finally back talking about Titans.
The ultimate hate watch. I feel like we should
our
just
best content of the years, guys.
I feel like we should just change our channel to only being Titan Watch, and all we do is dedicate ourselves to this dumb TV show.
Yeah.
Like we'll just start filming us rewatching everything. This time with a camera, getting our live reaction to every scene. And we just get to see just like horrified face.
Every time we watch the Red Hood episode. Just
anytime like anything weird happens, like what the fuck? They just beat Trigon in like 2 episodes.
The show is something. It's a show of all time, and it definitely has its place in the universe.
It is the most show of shows. What network is Titans on? Is it just HBO Max now?
It's just HBO Max.
Yeah, I think it's just HBO Max. I think originally it was supposed to be like ABC.
Originally it was supposed to be like TNT or something.
Oh,
or
TNT.
AMC.
Yes. No, I think it was TNT.
I think it was TNT.
Yeah, and then
it was not Dynamite.
And then it ended up being on the DC Universe app and now HBO Max app.
Right. I always forget about DC Universe as a thing.
Yeah, because nobody really paid attention to it. It's sad to say that, but it's the truth.
That's how it is.
Wasn't that back when you could read comics and watch TV shows on it?
Yeah, now you just read comics. It's like Marvel Unlimited, where they just have like every comic they've ever done, and they add new ones once it becomes like 6 months old. So you're just 6 months behind current comics.
Which honestly isn't that bad.
Yeah.
So what did y'all think about the first 2 episodes?
Well, one, I didn't know that there were going to be 2.
I only watched 1.
Wait, for real?
No, I didn't know there was 2. I did not watch 2.
Oh, well, did you watch the second episode of mine?
Yeah.
Okay, because that greatly changes what I could say about the show.
Well, I'm going back. There is a second one. I didn't even know this. I was like, okay, credits. I'm done. Close it.
Yeah, because it started the second one, and I went, wait, what?
That greatly changes what I can say about this show. because I
like-
feel like a lot of like the bonus that I could add to the show was in the second episode.
All right, Jeff, which episode do you think was better, 1 or 2?
Should I
Two
just get
question
off of this for
That's
now?
kind of where I'm at.
Two question mark? Because 2 brought something very interesting to the show,
Yeah.
and then the show ended completely ruining it. Not
Yes.
ruining what they brought in earlier in the episode, but just completely just ruining me enjoying the show.
Yes. 100%. All right.
But yeah, you know what? Actually, explain episode 1 to us because I don't even know what the split up was anymore.
The
All
split
right.
up is when one character dies.
Right.
Guys?
Haxon, did you watch episode 1?
Yeah. Someone dying. Like someone on the team?
No.
No.
Okay. It's like
No one on the team, but a specific, potentially was supposed to be major character died.
okay.
And is obviously no longer major because they're dead. For
I
now.
don't know.
For now.
We'll see.
Lazarus
Oh well.
Pit.
I remember
Didn't they drain the Lazarus Pit?
I don't know.
In
They
last
did more
season?
than one,
they
right?
made it into like a cloud so it can rain over Gotham City
Yeah.
and bring everyone who was like dying because of the Scarecrow's like control back to life, I guess.
Oh my god, I forgot all.
Oh,
that
and it brought
shit.
Bruce back to life, right?
I
thought
don't
Bruce
think he
didn't
was
die.
dead. I thought he was like in Europe, right?
Yeah, he was just in Europe.
I thought he was dead. I don't know.
No,
man.
he was gonna. I think he was going to kill himself, and then I think of all people.
Right.
And Donna
Right.
Troy saved his life.
Yeah, Donna
Yeah.
just appears because she somehow
She came back to life
conveniently
wherever Bruce was. in
exactly
Europe.
where Bruce was.
This show, man.
But I remember we ended last season with them getting an RV, getting ready to travel the country, I guess. And we start the show with them, I guess, no longer getting a call to go to Metropolis to meet Superboy's dad.
Superman.
Yeah.
His daddy-o. Super dad.
So yeah, they go to Metropolis. They meet the love of Tim Drake's life, Bernard.
Which, by the way, they made that relationship really strange. That felt so unorganic.
Yeah, they were just like, how can we tell everybody that Tim is gay without, like, trying?
They definitely didn't try because that.
It's just love at first sight, and like,
I
whoa,
was
this
like,
dude.
what? Oh, here's my phone number. I was like, okay, that's natural. I'll take a picture of me. I want to send it to this guy. Thank him for the sub. Like, what?
First of all, does it?
Just-
Did you forget? Does everyone just know who they all are now?
Kinda. Dick doesn't. Dick is like the only one that kinda has a secret identity, except apparently everybody at Star Labs knows who he is.
Like, I'm trying to remember. Did last season, like, did Scarecrow out them or something? Like, I don't remember this. Like, what? Why does Star Labs know who all of them are?
Well, I'm sure Dick, if the Flash exists in this universe, which I assume he does, since Batman and Superman exist in this universe, I'm sure he has been to Star Labs and they would be aware of.
Okay, but why is Star Labs in Metropolis then?
That's
They have-
another question.
I mean,
Why is Star Labs in Metropolis, and why is Bernard in Star Labs in Metropolis?
well, they have multiple store labs. Like, it's a whole company, and like they have different labs in different areas.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I still don't have to like it.
Like, I'm pretty sure there's a Star Labs in Central City, Metropolis, and I even think there's one in Star City where Green Arrow lives.
Okay, but Star City is the only place that actually makes sense.
If anything, the Flash uses it the most in Central City.
Right, but Star City, Star Labs. It just kind of makes sense.
I don't think there was even anything to really talk about in this first episode. To be
Well,
honest.
except for the end.
Yeah, I will say Lex is cool.
Lex seemed like a total badass.
I didn't like that one line because I feel like people just they just love shitting on Batman throughout any property now. I don't know what it is. It's the only man Bruce Wayne's afraid of. I was like, what?
I don't believe this.
Since when?
I did like the line that was like, "Oh, gods already know me."
I did like that.
I was like, that's a very Lex.
He had a lot of hard lines. Like he was cool.
Yeah,
Lex was cool, as expected for a Lex who looks like that.
Yeah,
but
they really chose well with their Lex.
I wish we could have seen more.
Yeah, they kind of did the same thing that they did last season, where Red Hood happened too quickly, and.
But I think an article actually was released about that. It said that they wanted Lex to be long lasting, but I don't know if it was just like the head of DC's themselves or it was someone in general. They wouldn't let them use Lex for more than one episode.
So dumb.
Yeah.
It's such a waste.
Yeah.
But I totally understand any executive going, this show is shit. Do not use one of our best characters for a long time. Hi, Diana.
I mean, I feel like had they let him use that Lex, I feel like it would have been a good season. I mean, it still has potential to be a good season, except they fucking ruined Brother Blood already.
I'm being attacked.
So you met Brother Blood already, right?
Yes.
Well, yeah, you saw him in the
You
first
see him in
episode.
first episode, yeah.
You
Okay.
see,
Actually, did you watch this episode?
I
Or
think
did
I
you-
know who it was. Like, I think this is Brother Blood, but
Oh,
isn't
I
that
mean,
Cyborg Superman.
They never
gave
name?
him a name.
Jigsaw?
it's easy to assume that's not Brother Blood because that is not the origin of Brother Blood at all.
Also, they never give him a name.
I
They're
think
just
they
like-
call him Sebastian. They call him Sebastian.
No. The bad guy.
Oh.
Is that not who we're talking about?
No. That's not Brother Blood.
Oh.
I don't know who that is, to be honest.
Bone Face Man.
It's Boneface. I don't know who that is, but Brother Blood is the dude with the glasses and the black hair. That's Sebastian.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I said they like horrendously already ruined that character because that is not who that is at all.
I mean,
It's like the furthest thing from what he was, which is interesting because the way I'm only going to say this on episode 2, the way episode 2 went, the original Brother Blood would have fit so much better.
Then whatever the hell they had, yes.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with Brother Blood, so I'm just gonna wait and see. But I sat there and I was like,
Do they know what they're doing with Brother Blood?
it doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it.
Let's ask an easier question. Do they know what they're doing?
It doesn't seem like it because they did a great thing on accident.
Yeah.
And like now that we're talking about it, it's more evident. It's like there's no way they did that on purpose. There's no way they were able to make it interesting on purpose.
No. But I feel like that's what the show does consistently, which is why I'm always confused as to whether or not the show is good or not.
That's right. They do enough good things on accident,
That you're like,
That they
maybe
does.
this time.
and then they just always. It's like just they hit the home run, but they hit themselves in the nuts with the bat, so they can't even make it to the first.
It's an abusive relationship. They just keep giving you just enough to be like, maybe they'll change. Maybe they'll be better this time.
And they just take it away so quick. Ugh. Oh my gosh.
What the hell is
Actually,
this?
why didn't you watch episode 2?
I didn't know there was an episode 2.
You're killing me. I say we reconvene at 6:30 so Haxley can watch this episode.
I would agree to that.
Actually, are you willing to pause your podcast to watch this episode?
Just pause it to watch this episode.
But do not delete any of this recording. We are going to use it, and then it'll be like a 1 hour later, and then we continue our conversation.
Fine, I guess we could do this. I got nothing else to do.
Excellent. That gives me
Let me
time
go make
to
a
get
bucket
dinner,
of
too.
popcorn, and I'll go watch this second episode real quick.
Excellent.
But like, I'm trying to think. Like, I could have sworn they said Hank Henshaw for one of the characters. Like, is Cyborg Superman in this season?
I don't remember
It wouldn't
that, but
surprise
god
me.
damn it, they would
It
do
wouldn't
it.
surprise me. That would be very.
Does the
on
name
brand
Hank
with
Henshaw
this.
sound familiar? Because I could have sworn I remember them saying that was one of the characters' names in the
That's-
first episode.
I don't remember that, but that sounds very plausible.
It's within reason.
I'll
This
see if
show
they
has
mention
left
Hank
me-
Henshaw or if it's a different name.
This show has left me with such lack of hope for humanity.
It's just like why? And that's I think that's always the question. Why?
Why? No, sometimes it's what?
Yeah. What's there? What's there?
And also
And,
how?
How is a very big one.
And where? Where also
Where are
happens.
they? Is a very good question. Where are they?
All right, I'm
So,
gonna
yeah.
end the broadcast. I have the episode up. I'm starting it.
Oh.
We'll be right